Have you ever heard the controversial claim that your deep intentions, spoken words, and sincere emotions possess the incredible power to physically alter the molecular structure of water within your workplace environment? The Japanese doctor and dedicated researcher, Dr. Masaru Emoto, popularized the astonishing idea that water exposed to positive vibrations, like love and gratitude, will invariably form beautifully symmetrical ice crystals. Conversely, water samples exposed to profoundly negative emotions, such as hatred or fear, will supposedly form visually chaotic and deeply fragmented structures when observed under a microscope. Given that the human body is predominantly composed of water, intentionally programming the water in your office is a specific biohacking action that can directly influence collective team mood and overall organizational performance. Ignoring this powerful influence of intention means overlooking a highly potent psychological mechanism for affecting critical work outcomes effectively. What is the single most powerful psychological mechanism, scientifically proven like the placebo effect, that explains why the ritual of programming water successfully boosts focus and mood in the workplace? I will be revealing the crucial cognitive science behind this power of intention in the middle section of this video. I personally felt intensely skeptical about the entire practice of applying positive labels to water bottles, initially considering it too mystical and lacking any solid logical foundation in a modern business setting. I witnessed countless expensive team-building efforts fail because they completely ignored the latent energy each individual brought into the same meeting room, creating pervasive internal friction. I quickly realized that the greatest managerial struggle was understanding the complex correlation between emotional energy and the physical environment, which cannot be explained by simplistic, traditional time management theories. Perhaps you also recognize this dilemma, where your team desperately needs a profound collective energy boost, but conventional methods like monetary incentives are no longer reliably working effectively. Studying the verifiable effects of the placebo effect and the power of human intention completely changed my core perspective, teaching me that conscious belief is the most essential raw material for peak performance. We will analyze exactly how simple, structured rituals can effectively function as psychological anchors that deliberately trigger your desired work results. We must acknowledge upfront that Dr. Emoto's well-known experiments have faced significant and rigorous criticism from the mainstream scientific community due to the distinct lack of stringent experimental controls and necessary double-blind methodologies. Scientists rightly argue that Emoto's reported results are likely a case of confirmation bias, where the photographer subjectively selected the most beautiful crystals from positive samples and the most disorganized from negative ones. Although the specific claims about water holding memory lack widespread empirical validation, this hypothesis opens a critical doorway to scientifically investigate the power of collective intention within the psychological domain. Separating the unverified physics claims from the profound, strong psychological implications is key to utilizing this practice ethically and intelligently in your business. We must use the lens of behavioral science to genuinely understand why this intentional ritual produces verifiable, tangible impacts on mood and energy. Despite the controversy surrounding Emoto's specific methodology, more rigorous studies have indicated a measurable effect of focused intention on biological systems, which is the key to workplace application. Controlled triple-blind research has tested the hypothesis that positive intention focused by a large group can influence water samples from a significant distance, although reliable replication remains difficult. The core takeaway from these findings is that collective intention can create a strong psychosocial energy field that profoundly influences subjective outcomes among individuals participating in the same experiment. In an office setting, consciously affirming positive intentions onto the shared drinking water acts as a strong, non-verbal cognitive trigger for enhancing collective mood and shared expectations for superior performance. Understanding that intention is a powerful psychological input is critical for intelligently transforming your office culture. The single most powerful psychological mechanism reliably explaining why the programming water ritual succeeds is the fully verifiable structured placebo effect. The placebo effect represents the beneficial physiological response reliably attributed to strong belief, positive expectation, and the context surrounding a specific intervention, which directly influences brain and body responses. By consciously setting a powerful positive intention, for example, writing "focus" or "creativity" on the water bottle, you are successfully creating a strong cognitive rationale that instantly triggers powerful positive expectations in the subconscious mind. This hopeful expectation neurologically activates the essential dopamine reward circuit in the brain, resulting in measurable increases in energy, sharp alertness, and a reduced perception of professional stress. Studies show that openly administered placebos, open-label placebo, can significantly enhance enjoyment and performance even in simple physical activities. Programming office water is an engaging and ethical method to activate a powerful collective placebo effect that yields tangible value. The premier solution for substantially boosting office energy involves implementing a collective intent establishment ritual using the shared water supply as a unifying symbolic anchor. Each morning, the team should take a glass of water, collectively affirming or writing down positive intentions. For example, genuine collaboration or peak performance, to synchronize their emotional vibration before starting work. This shared, conscious act strongly reinforces team trust and internal cohesion through the explicit affirmation of a strong common goal among all members. Research confirms that structured, repetitive rituals have a powerful function in regulating emotions, reliably reducing anxiety, and reinforcing focused commitment to agreed-upon collective objectives. Water functions as a remarkably pure symbolic medium that readily receives and reflects the energy of shared hope and collective belief. Building strong collective rituals is a smart leadership strategy that effectively harnesses social psychology for improved business performance. The water programming ritual directly supports psychological safety and social cohesion that are absolutely vital for sustainable and superior team performance. When team members willingly participate in the same positive intention ritual, it significantly strengthens their sense of belonging, which neurologically deactivates the social threat response system. This boost in collective trust immediately liberates cognitive energy previously wasted on mutual suspicion and guessing hidden intentions. The shared intention anchored in the communal water serves as a powerful daily reminder of the team's group identity and unifying goal. Implementing this unique ritual in the office is a creative and highly engaging way to establish the emotional context that actively fosters collaboration, honest communication, and deep creativity. Broader scientific evidence confirms that the placebo effect effectively enhances cognitive and physical performance, crucial for workplace success and resilience. Studies reliably demonstrate that subjects administered a placebo, specifically labeled as an energy-enhancing supplement, show measurable increases in physical stamina and the enjoyment they derive from the required activity. This observed effect is successfully mediated by the brain, which processes contextual information, positive expectation, and activates neural pathways that drive necessary motivation and deep focus. In the office context, consuming programmed water can reliably enhance the team's intrinsic motivation and collective self-efficacy when facing demanding challenges. This unique water ritual successfully transforms negative external expectations into positive internal psychological drivers that enhance actual performance. Practical application of water programming must be coupled with an emotional energy audit to quickly identify and strategically seal sources of damaging negative vibration. You must ensure the work environment promotes cognitive and effective empathy alongside strong, healthy boundaries to prevent destructive, negative emotional contagion from spreading. The positive intentions embedded in the water will be instantly corrupted if the leadership simultaneously emits a vibration of high stress, fear, or cynicism during meetings. Establishing clear boundaries against unproductive complaints and unnecessary drama is a key self-care action that profoundly protects the valuable collective energy. Water programming functions as an amplifier. It will faithfully amplify the emotional input you consciously introduce, whether that energy is positive or highly negative. Imagine the water filling 70% of your body and the planet as a vast information medium. Every conscious intention you emit is a structured wave of instruction that is immediately received and reflected back by the water. The ritual of placing positive words on water bottles is a deliberate act of maintaining the informational integrity of the water entering your biological system daily. If your team's vibration is filled with anger and deep distrust, the water inside every employee's body would theoretically mirror a chaotic pattern, consistent with Emoto's unverified findings. Programming the office water is a simple method to consistently provide cohesive instructions to the team's entire biological system to operate only on a high frequency of optimism and dedicated focus. You must diligently maintain the cleanliness of both your external and internal informational input. In conclusion, water programming is an intentional ritual supported by the robust placebo effect and the verifiable power of collective intention to significantly boost workplace energy and mood. The conflict between genuine skepticism and tangible results is successfully overcome by understanding that positive expectation is the ultimate biological catalyst that drives superior performance. The true solution is the collective intention ritual, using water as a powerful symbolic anchor to reinforce team self-efficacy and essential social cohesion. Scientific evidence confirms that deliberate positive belief can dramatically enhance cognitive performance and resilience against high workplace stress. You are the master programmer of your team's perceived reality, holding the absolute control to intentionally transform your work environment into a field of positive energy. Therefore, now is the decisive time to immediately implement this scientific water intention protocol into your office culture or personal workspace starting today. Challenge yourself to write the words trust and innovation on your team's water dispenser, consciously affirming that specific intention before drinking. Remember this profound truth. The energy you intentionally invest into the water is the exact energy you carry into yourself and your team, which directly affects all daily output and well-being. If this powerful water programming guide has fully opened your eyes to your hidden potential, Please show your deep commitment by immediately hitting the like button right now, subscribe, and widely share.